Hey everyone, it is a very late Monday night. Just got home from work a short while ago. About to take a shower, sit here in my room, listen to some music, kick back, relax for a while before I hit the hay. I am here to offer this unique suggestion to a YouTube channel that I subscribed to a few weeks ago called Bones in Black. The person who runs this channel is a elder goth female who goes by the name of, if I'm correct, Sage. She and her husband live in Las Vegas, and many of her content evolves around the goth subculture, a scene that I have been involved in for a multi-amount of years. In fact, a couple years before the start of the 1990s, to be exact. It started with Skinny Puppy, then it led into Sisters of Mercy and many other acts, and it's been non-stop here afterwards. Now, much of the content that Sage puts out evolves around your favorite goth song, what song inspired you to go towards the goth direction, what's your favorite scene in this horror movie or scene in that suspense movie? Was it a certain painting or a photo of an individual wearing black? For me, one of the first things that really got me intrigued was, of course, the former Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader. When I first saw him on the movie screen, when me, my mom, my sister were watching the first Star Wars movie back in 1977. And yes, I was indeed intrigued with him because here's this dark figure with a long ass cape and a breathing machine and this deep voice. Wow. How intriguing was that? And you know what? Decades later, Darth Vader still remains one of the most intriguing figures in movie culture history. But enough of that. I have this suggestion for Miss Sage to touch up on next time she films a vlog for her channel. I'm recommending songs by non-goth artists that do touch on the gothic scene. And what I mean by I'm talking about songs like by a mainstream artist or a classic rock artist that has these tones of goth within the lyrics, the production, the arrangements, the way the instruments are played, you name it. And there are a few out there that I highly recommend. Let me give you a couple examples. Some that we already know. One, I Put a Spell on You by Screaming Jay Hawkins, who I consider to this day the ultimate baby daddy. I mean, the dude fathered 75 kids, for crying out loud, so he's worthy of that title. And of course, Painted Black by the Rolling Stones. And of course, Fire by the Crazy World of Arthur Brown. Now, let me start off my list with a song by Judas Priest called Run to the Mill from their first record, Rocka Rolla, from 1974 or 75. I'm not too sure which. Now, the whole album altogether leans towards the prog rock side. For I remember that album got remixed, and I guess it's supposed to be on the shelves right now as I film this video. I gotta find out for sure. But Run to the Mill is about close to either 6 or 7 minutes long, and pretty much 70% of the whole song features a synthesizer. And what makes this song stand out is because not only the way it was performed, but the synthesizer and the lyrical content, Rob Halford singing, "What have you achieved now that you're old? Did you feel ambition? Do as you're told." Very unique song, without any doubt. The next one on my list is Epitaph by King Crimson. From their first record, probably considered the first prog rock album to emerge around the 1960s, In the Court of the Crimson King, 1969. This song is gothic from the start to finish. From Greg Lake's vocals, lyrics by Peter Sinfield, "Upon the instruments of death, the sunlight brightly gleams." The mellotrons played by Ian MacDonald. And of course, Robert Fripp on his guitar, an acoustic guitar, I should say. The way that song was arranged, produced by the band themselves. Definitely a good choice for the underground gothic scene. Another one was recommended me by my old co-host, Arknoy Strogeby, DOA, by the Texas-based band Blood Rock. Now, I've heard this song a couple times after he recommended it to me. And yes, the lyrics are indeed chilling to listen to. If you don't know what the song is about, I will not give any surprises, let alone spoilers, but definitely look it up for yourself. And of course, listen to the song and you understand why. Next up on my list, Hey You by Pink Floyd. From, of course, The Wall, 1979. An album I consider one of the greatest concept albums of all time. In fact, a couple people have stated that this album reinvented the concept album. And this one is kind of tug at my heart because a band called Gossamer that played the Labyrinth back in Detroit, Michigan, covered this song in their set. Me and my girlfriend at the time, Nancy, rest in peace to you, my dear. We saw them perform this song, and I noticed that Nancy was getting very emotional. Afterwards, she told me why, because hearing those lyrics reminded of her how she was in that position many times in her life. Indeed, they are touching lyrics. Someone asking, "Can you feel me? Can you touch me? Do you see me? Can you help me? I'm drowning in this isolation." My favorite set of lyrics is towards the end. "Hey you, don't tell me there's no hope at all. Together we stand, divided we fall." I mean, the production and arrangement of that song definitely has gothic all over it. And the final one on my list is something that many goth men and women out there have experienced a couple times in their lives. Having judgment passed on to them by other people. "Please Don't Judas Me" by Nazareth, from Hair of the Dog, 1975. The last track of that whole album. Who hasn't experienced at a couple points in their life judgment from this person or that person? "How dare you wear this in this area? Why do you look like this? Why do you gotta look like that? What kind of music are you? Are you a Satanist? Are you a vampire? Who the hell are you to dress like that in our establishment?" That happened to me back in 1992 in Marysville, Michigan, And I did speak about this a few times in the past. In fact, I did a video on it many years ago when I was still in Texas. Look up the video for Thou Shalt Not Pass Judgment here on my channel and see for yourself. I mean, the lyrics to that song speaks loud on how Goth men and women out there have experienced judgment from the outside world. If you had that happen to you, then definitely this song spoke for you. Those are my offers, my suggestions to Miss Sage from the Bones in Black channel. And by the way, allow me this time to give out this shout out to Sage. Usually a couple of times each week she has a thing called Living Room Goth Club, which she plays music and dances in the living room of her establishment, her and her husband. And some of the songs range from London After Midnight to Alien Sex Fiend, Sisters of Mercy, The Cure. And a lot of these live streams had themes tied to it at times. One live stream she did focused on songs from soundtracks ranging from The Hunger to Lost in Transition and a few others. Of course, we cannot forget The Crow. She played Burn by The Cure on that stream. And I'm going to end this video by giving much love and respect to Miss Sage for not only her channel, but also the content she delivers on it. Sage, thumbs up to you, my dear. Much love and respect to you. And also, subscribe to my channel, hit that like button and notification bell. Everybody out there, enjoy the remainder of your Monday evening. Take care.